back, big back, big back, big back. Yeah, my back is...
Welcome to my 638,000-pound life.
Suéltale tanto, en la pista de baile, bailamos al compás.
Just put something on your motherfucking plate and ate it!
Hey guys, welcome back to the Cinnamon Babes watch party. So today we are going to be watching food porn, pretty much food like videos that make you just feel hungry, encourage you to be a big back, or teach you how to be a big back. So I hope you enjoy. Please like and subscribe, and please stay tuned for more fun content.
One of the oldest and best steakhouses in all of Las Vegas, where they're known for their gigantic lobster tails and prime cuts of beef. This is the famous Golden Steer in Las Vegas, where people line up before 5 p.m. to snag a seat without a reservation.
Next time I go to Vegas, that's where I'm going. Golden Steer. How much is it though?
The muskets are the famous table-side Caesar salad made right in front of you, topped with fresh cracked pepper. If you love seafood, you've come to the right place. They are famous for their gigantic Australian lobster tails. These things are $85 per piece, so this tray was over $1,000. Of course, all of their tails come with a massive amount of butter for the ultimate butter bath. If you love crab, of course they have colossal king crab legs, and honestly, I love crab lately over lobster. And if you're looking for a wild, unforgettable Golden Steer moment, you have to do the butter luge out of the king crab shell. Now on to the meats. Golden Steer is famous for their prime rib. This is an extra thick cut, and it's doused with a house au jus. If you're dining with a larger party, I definitely recommend getting their tomahawks. These are prime beef with the melted butter on top, finished with their famous Golden Steer seasoning. And for dessert, you have to get the flaming tableside cherries Jubilee. I will not let you leave without getting that dish.
May this type of wealth find me. Oh my god, that is the perfect plate of soul food. I feel like this year I can finally say that I have mastered like frying chicken. I used to be terrible at it. I used to burn it. I used to just not get the breading right. I feel like I finally mastered how to like fry chicken. And then my family, like my husband and my kids, they don't like red beans and rice, but I absolutely love it. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. So usually when I'm in the mood for like red beans and rice, I go to Popeyes. See, by the time the burgers would have came, like I would have been like stuffed and wouldn't have been able to eat anymore. And just wait till you hear how expensive it is. Okay, so I have no doubt that that restaurant is a 10 out of 10. Like I can tell by looking at it. Like I would say that 99% of the food looks delicious. But the price, I think it's like, I think I saw in the comment section that it was like $1,000 or $1,200 to eat all the food that she just ate. Which I'm not saying it's not worth it, but for me personally, I just don't want to spend that much on like one day of sitting down and eating. I don't know. Yep, absolutely. As long as I don't have to kill it. Like, if I don't have to kill it, then I can do it. But if I have to kill it, then probably no.
Brilla i tuoi occhi, la luce del tuo sguardo brilla, la magia dell'amore. È riuscito a spiegarmi la forza più forte, pulsa nel mio cuore. Sarà la magia dell'amore, incantesimo di emozioni. Bella strega, mi scalda con il suo calore. Due cuori coinvolti nella magia del...
Jamaican chef, my lord, a snapper turtle. Ooh, they bathe him. That's a good owner. That's how you take care of turtle. Cause turtle be stinking. Now you gotta bathe them. Like, no, Mark, call the police. Turtle, they done killed turtle. You ain't have to do him like that. I want you gone. I dare you fucking lie. Not the oil. Oh, they finna sell. They sizzling him. Oh, they sauteing you down to perfection. Not the butter, the garlic, all the spices.
First of all, what type of butter was that? It looks good.
I ain't finna hold you. Look good. Let me get a piece. Shut up, stupid. Oh, God. No, not turtle soup. He ain't deserve that. That's wrong. Oh, not the bag. They got the turtle bag. And they gave a piece to little Ruru. Ruru, spit it out right now. I want you gone. Throw it away.
Oh my god, like, it looked good until they started adding all that liquid and stuff to it.
My favorite spots to check out on South Beach is Dulce Vida. They're a Mexican restaurant, and I came to try their new menu items like this birria torta. I love how...
Damn, I was just in freaking Miami last summer. Well, it was like last May, and I didn't see it. Oh my gosh, we went to some pretty nice restaurants though.
Subtle the flavors are and how they pair amazing with the consomme. The birria queso fundido is also new, and some classics that you can never go wrong with is their birria nachos. A pro tip is to pour the consomme over the nachos, and you can never go wrong with some tacos. This time I got the shrimp and chicken birria tacos. And it doesn't stop there. They now have homemade horchata and homemade lemonade that you guys will love. If you love exploring new places to eat, follow for more.
Gotta remember to go the next time in Miami.
Potato salad. What? Bitch? Just put some on your motherfucking plate and eat it.
Okay, that absolutely looks delicious. And for those who don't know, I believe that it's called lion's mane, and it's a mushroom. And vegans like to eat it because it has like the similar texture of meat. Because not all vegans are vegans because they hate meat. They just want a healthier alternative, and I guess they think meat isn't very healthy, so they are like, they make things like that so that they don't feel like they're missing out on meat. And I would definitely eat it because it's grilled, it looks like it's seasoned very well, and it looks exactly like a steak, and I just love mushrooms, so I would absolutely eat it. But I would never be a vegan.
Girl, take the potatoes.
Oh, I thought you was toasting the plate.
Spinach artichoke dip is my go-to appetizer for game day. In a cast iron pan, put it on low heat, add 1 tablespoon minced garlic, 2 handfuls of spinach, let that cook down a bit, then add a block of cream cheese, artichoke, and 2 tablespoons of sour cream. Mix that together well, and then season it to taste. Added black pepper, Italian seasoning, and a little bit of seasoning salt. For the cheese, I use Parmesan and mozzarella. Mix that together well, and then put a nice layer of mozzarella on top, and pop that in the oven. I like to broil it just for a few minutes till it's golden brown, and you can pair it with toasted bread or tortilla chips, anything you like.
Toasted bread or like toasted pita bread is like the best to eat it with, like way better than chips.
Y'all know I got you with the game day recipes, so of course, work smarter not harder. Grab that rotisserie chicken, chop it up, no skin or bones. Add your softened cream cheese, a few spices, about a cup of hot sauce, 1 and 2 tablespoons of minced garlic, some green onions. I use Parmesan, mozzarella, and pepper jack, a little bit of ranch, and mix it until well combined. Add a bit more ranch seasoning on top and cover with some more cheese. Bake at 375 for about a half an hour, and I ate this with a little bit of bread, and it was so delicious. The full recipe will be on my website, jordanramsey.com.
Made this before. It is delicious. One of my favorite lunches to make.
What's up, you guys? Let me show you how to make eggplant parmigiana. First, you'll need at least 2 to 3 large-sized eggplants. Be sure to cut the top and the bottom off of each eggplant, and then you're going to vertically slice each eggplant into half-inch pieces. Be sure to use a sharp knife when doing this, and honestly, if you don't get each piece into an equal half-inch piece, you'll be fine. Now, we need to release all of the water that's in each of these eggplants, or as much as we can, so we're going to layer and salt each of them. This is such a tedious process, but it's essential to making sure you make good eggplant parm. Now, I like to get a bowl with some water to weigh down the eggplant to help relinquish some of the water. Let that rest for 30 minutes to an hour. In the meantime, cut up some onion and garlic. Now to work on our marinara sauce, we're going to add in some olive oil into a pot over medium heat. We're going to toss in some of our onion and sweat that down until it's translucent. Then we're going to toss in our garlic, followed by 56 ounces of whole peeled tomatoes. Now go ahead and mix that together and season with oregano, salt, pepper, red pepper flakes, and sugar. Now mix again and let this simmer for 30 minutes to 1 hour. Now in the meantime, we can work on frying our eggplant. As you can see, the eggplant has released all of its water, so now we're just going to dry each slice off. Then we're going to grab some flour and season that with some salt and pepper, mix that up, and then grab 4 eggs, and then season that with some more salt and pepper, and mix again. Now grab your flour and dredge your eggplant in flour, and then dip that in your egg wash. Lastly, you're going to dredge each slice into some pre-seasoned Italian breadcrumbs and set that to the side on a tray. Now after about 30 minutes to 1 hour, go ahead and turn off the heat, give it a good stir, add in some fresh basil, puree it if you'd like, and it should be thick, somewhat like this. Now in a skillet over medium-high heat, you're going to fry each eggplant slice for about 30 seconds to a minute on each side until golden, like this. Now we need to layer this like a lasagna. Grab a baking dish, add in some tomato sauce, some eggplant, some more tomato sauce, some cheese, some more eggplant, and some more cheese. And more cheese because who doesn't love more cheese? Now just toss this into a 400-degree oven and bake for 30 minutes, let it rest for 10, and voila.
I'm the only one in my house that likes eggplant. I have a 7-year-old and a 4-year-old, and my husband is very picky. He has a very childish palate, so I can't make fun stuff like this, unfortunately. But what I do is I do fry like a couple slices of eggplant for myself and just eat it because I really love eggplant. But I need to go over someone's house who's making this because I can't make it at home, or else I'm just gonna have a big old gigantic thing of eggplant and I'm gonna be the only one eating it and the rest is gonna go to waste.
Oh my God. Welcome to my 638,000 pound life, bro. Oh God. Stick the size of your motherfucking back. Hey, listen, this is America. It's the fattest place to be. And we get me about it.
The voice is killing me. I can't stand people.
It's the way we strategize our obesity. Make it look delectable. That's a 2-hand carry stick. More fucking cholesterol, bro. He ain't done it. But he got 9 potatoes and 8 strips of bacon. Here's the kicker. He put cheese on the bacon. What the fuck? Girl, walking that motherfucker on a side of high cholesterol. Please add some indigestion and clogged arteries, if you will. If you have any addiction, that's fine. I'm like, hey, bro, he's so meticulous. This shit is wild, bro. Whatever happened to a grilled cheese sandwich? Maybe this shit, bro, that is crafty. Made no damn sense, man. This shit is ridiculous. And anybody else out here doing it like this, look what he do. Bro, like, what, bro? Why you gotta go that hard, bro? Look at more butter. Why do you put more butter on it? God damn. No, I ain't gonna say it don't look good when it get out. That motherfucker looks sweet. What kind of damn, please? Oh, shit, my heart hurt looking at this motherfucker, bro. Yeah, that shit.
Nothing to do with that at all. I'm done. That butter is no.
This doner kebab shop in New York City needs to be on your devour list. Doner House in the East Village starts by spraying their bread with water and pressing it down to look like this. They slice this bread into 4s to make their bread pockets for each kebab. Look at how fresh these look. Each doner kebab gets their creamy white garlic sauce, their chunky roasted pepper sauce, lettuce, cabbage, tomatoes, and red onions. We couldn't say no to their insanely juicy beef doner, which they pack in there. They close this beast up, wrap it, and place it in a box with a weirdly familiar logo. I'm always amazed at how absolutely packed their doner kebabs are.
Absolutely 10 out of 10. The only thing I'm saying it might be missing is cheese. But other than that, looks gorgeous.
Elastic goes, they expand and shrink. Memories blur faster than you think. My moment's forever, the next just a blink. In this elastic time, we sink or swim. So hold on tight to now, 'cause time will wait for you. This elastic flow, each second's precious.
of 10, perfect. Oh my gosh. The closest thing you can get to this at McDonald's is, I don't know what they call it, the bagel steak, whatever the heck. It's so good at McDonald's, but I'm sure that's like 10,000 times better.
Weather in Atlanta is finally giving fall, so let's make my favorite soup of all time, tomato basil soup or tomato bisque with a homemade grilled cheese. Now listen, if you have never made a grilled cheese with croissant toast, listen, just keep watching this video. First thing I'm gonna do is roast my vegetables. Onion, garlic, I did 2 types of tomatoes, beef steak, and Roma, and I drizzled everything with some oil and added salt and pepper. I roasted that at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 1 hour, or you can even do 45 minutes until it looks nice and charred like that. I added to a pot with this better than bouillon Italian herb broth instead of chicken broth, and it was so fat. I seasoned the broth, added in some tomato paste and some San Marzano tomatoes, and brought that up to a boil and just used an immersion blender to blend everything together. And my secret ingredient is some boursin garlic and herb cheese. So fat, you can either add in half or the whole thing. I did the whole thing, and I also went in with some heavy cream. I blended it one more time, seasoned the taste, and allowed it to simmer for 15 more minutes. And once it was done, I served it with my croissant toast garlic bread.
That looks amazing, and I'm not even a huge fan of tomato soup. I don't think I even had like gourmet tomato soup before. I used to just do the, the canned or whatever.
I'm finna make a grinder sandwich. You want one? Of course you do.
Okay, this is my girl right here. Hurry up and follow her. Absolutely love her.
So first to your bowl, you're going to add some mayonnaise. I like to use Miracle Whip because the sandwiches ain't a sandwich without a creamy taste of Miracle Whip. I already know it's going to be half of y'all in my comments talking about some dupes is better. Duke your ass out my damn comments. Okay, next. So next I add some submarine dressing. You can also use Italian dressing, I believe. That's your business, but I'm going to go ahead and add some of that in here too. Okay. Then you're going to add just some minced garlic. Okay. I just go ahead and dump that in there. I ain't feel like chopping none today, so I got some like my handy dandy jar right here. Hold tight. Then you're going to add you some garlic powder. Okay, hold tight. Then you're going to add some crushed red pepper in there. Not too much unless you want your booty hole to be on fire. Then you're going to add some oregano. You can also do Italian dressing, but there you go. Now you can really stop here with the seasonings, but because I'm extra, I'm going to add me a little bit of black pepper and some chicken bouillon. If you want a little bit more tang to yours, you can add a little bit of red wine vinegar, but please be light-handed because otherwise you're going to pickle your insides. So now you're going to go in and mix that up real good like that though. And then you're going to go ahead and prepare your veggies. Hold tight. So I went ahead and sliced up my tomato. I'm going to put some salt and pepper on that. Then I went ahead and chopped up my lettuce. I use romaine, but you'll probably like it better with iceberg, shredded iceberg. Then I chopped up or sliced up a red onion or purple onion, whatever the hell it is, and some pepperoncino peppers. I'm going to show you which one I use. These right here, but use whatever brand you want to, okay? Alright, so now you're going to go on and throw all that in and mix that up real good. It should look like this in a second. Hold on. It should look something like this here, okay? Yours can be a little bit more creamier, whatever you want to do. So hold on. Now you can go get your own kind of bread, whatever kind of hoagie, whatever, but I went to Subway and asked them to let me get one of them breads. I got the Italian herb and cheese, right? To a separate bowl, I added some butter, some minced garlic powder, Italian seasoning, and some parsley. And I'm going to melt it down a little bit so it's easier to spread on the inside of the bread. Hold tight. It's going to look like this here. And then what you're going to do is go ahead and add your cheese. I'm going to use some American and some pepper jack. Hold on. So then you're going to put this on a pan, put it in the oven and let it melt down. And then you're going to come back and add your meat. I got me some boar's head Cajun turkey breast. I made me some bacon. And I'm going to add some of these pepperonis on there, okay? So hold tight. This is how it's looking so far now. So then what you're going to do is going to put this back in the oven so it can toast a little bit. And then we're going to add our veggies. In the meantime, I'm going to pour me a little something now, okay? Pastor Cavassier. Now don't that look good? Yes indeed. Now this is how I make my sandwich. You can make yours how you want to make yours. That's your business. I'm gonna eat mine with some chips, and you gonna eat this anyway if you over here. Judge your big belly uncle and your Jerry curl wearing auntie. Bon appetit.
I'm never gonna make this at home because groceries is too expensive, and whenever I do grocery shop, it's to cook dinner and maybe breakfast. I don't have time to be grocery shopping for all these lunch ingredients. I'm not really a lunch maker. I'm a lunch goer outer. I don't know. Yeah. Groceries is just too expensive. 5-minute crafts is always catching people off guard. Why?
$1,000 right now to be a kid again. So I could be the club. Oh, the club. Wait, I got him a whole motherfucker. Bitch, he is the chips. He the chips now. He the motherfucking Cheetos. Frito, you got them chili?
I can't stand him.
I found him. Oh my gosh. Let's check you out. Look at this. Look at this little claw. This one's extra tiny.
Y'all niggas like onions in y'all pancakes? Hold on, let me say that again because I know you never heard it. I said, do you niggas like onions in y'all pancakes? It's a simple yes or no. I can tell Fadi to stop if you don't want no onions in your pancakes. Let me know now, cause he finna whip these bitches up. Now if you never had onion pancakes, you need to go sit your bitch ass down somewhere, okay, and get you some. Now,
This has to be one of my favorite foods that I've ever made. It's so good. These are sweet plantain sandwich things with picadillo and white cheese on the inside. So you're just going to start off with taking your plantain, cutting the edges off, and then you're just going to make a little slice down the middle to remove the skin. You're going to throw those in the air fryer to air fry, and all the directions and temperatures will be listed down below. After it's done air frying for a little bit, you're going to throw some melted butter on it and then cook for a little bit longer. Then you're going to get some plastic wrap, put the plantain on there, and get another piece of plastic wrap, put it on top, and you're just going to smash it with a cutting board. It's so important to do this while your plantain is still very hot. And then this is the cheese that I use, my favorite white cheese. You're going to take a chunk of that, put that in the middle, and then take your picadillo.
I need to buy that cheese. Like, oh my gosh.
And put that on top. You can also use any type of meat that you'd like, shredded pork, shredded beef, whatever. It'd be good with whatever you want. And then this is just basically how you fold it. It's hard to explain in words, but that's the way I did it. And you're just gonna kind of mush it so it all sticks and forms together. Then you're gonna take some parchment paper, put it into your air fryer, and then throw your little sandwiches in there, and then brush some more melted butter on top and throw them in the air fryer to air fry for a little bit longer. And that is it. You're gonna cut it. You could serve it with some crema on the side. That would be really good. And if you try this, please let me know what you think.
These are my chile rellenos, and I don't care how your mama, grandma, or great grandma make these, because I'm your mommy now. So pay attention. You're gonna.
I love to order that at the Mexican restaurants and stuff. Oh my gosh, I live right down the street from this Mexican restaurant, and I'm always ordering that with like enchiladas and whatever.
Gonna need some chiles poblanos, and we're gonna put them right over the fire, like so, like that. And once they become black to the point of no return, put them in a good old grocery bag, and then we're gonna peel them, but just make sure they've cooled off. My mom is my lovely assistant today, and she's pretty savage because those were hot. For my cheese, I'm using queso Oaxaca and some mozzarella. Cut them into little rectangles so they're nice and uniformed, and then you get to open her up and bam, impregnate her with some cheese. Once you've impregnated all of your chiles with cheese, it's important to dust them with some all-purpose flour. We're making 10 chiles, so you're gonna need about 6 eggs, and we're starting off with the whites. And then you wanna beat them until they turn into a little marshmallow cloud. Now, if you didn't know, chile rellenos have a lot of steps. It's a little time-consuming, so whoever you're making this for, they better be kissing the bottom of your feet by the time you're done. Make sure you're frying all of the sides because we want our fluffy egg mixture to be cooked. We're also gonna make a quick sauce. It has garlic, onion, some charred tomatoes. At this point, Nor should sponsor me because I use caldo de pollo in literally almost all of my recipes. Please sponsor me. Add water, get it all blended, and then get a large pot, and we're gonna throw that sauce all in there. Add some fresh cilantro. I also have some nopales that I like to add with it. And then the last step is adding the chiles. The mamas are gonna be living their best life in this sauce jacuzzi. Anyways, that's my chile relleno recipe. I hope you guys enjoyed.
There's way too many steps. I'm gonna just continue to order it, but oh my gosh, beautiful.
Charged $1,700 for this setup, and note that does not include that floral arrangement in the center. There were 2 parts to the spread, so we have a fruit grazing table in the back, which was so cute. The client wanted to add some extra fruit, so we decided on doing just this whole separate little section. This has a variety of seasonal fruit like cherries and some peaches, nectarines, all the good stuff. So this little 4-foot spread was $615. And then let's move on to the big one, which was the main event. We have the cheese and charcuterie. This was 8 feet long, and this one alone was $1,100. So this has all the variety of cheese, meat, crackers. We didn't do as much fruit as we normally do since we do have that other fruit one on the side. We loaded this one up with salami and prosciutto. I believe they were serving around 100 people, so if you bring it down to per person costs, it comes to less than $20, only around $17 per person, which is honestly pretty great when you're planning an event like this. We love getting cool kitchen spaces to work in, and this was just such a fun kitchen island. It was massive. But here's the final product. What side would you go for first? I wish I could have...
I could eat that whole spread. Well, not the whole spread, but I could eat that for dinner. I know that's supposed to be like an hors d'oeuvre bar or whatever, and it's worth every penny. I don't really see myself, even if I had the money, like, I don't know, I probably would. I don't know. But I can see myself doing that myself. I don't know. I'm a do-it-yourself type of person. But that's worth it. Like, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of very high class ingredients. I got my husband obsessed with charcuteries because I had him try prosciutto for the first time and he was obsessed. I love prosciutto. Oh my gosh, I love frying chicken breast because it's like the easiest, especially if you make it into strips. And I love macaroni and cheese. That is perfection.
By now you've probably seen the viral short rib pappardelle from Tiliani and Dearborn, and rightfully so. It is amazing. But I'm back to tell you that they're new foreigners like the one you just saw. The pizza here is incredible. Super crispy crust, and the drinks are delicious here. Nothing over the top, just high quality ingredients and flavors combined in a great way. I recommend the amaretto salad. Every appetizer here is worth ordering. The skewers, the parm truffle fries with huge flakes of parm, but do not miss the kale Caesar here. Perfectly prepared, light and flavorful, really gets you ready for all the amazing pasta Tiliani has to offer. This baked pumpkin rotolo was my favorite. The sage cream is unreal in this, and this is a classic bolognese, and then something entirely different. Kimchi and gorgonzola ravioli that Chef Hisham whipped up fresh, which is why I love Tiliani. There's always something new and inventive, like this fat boy dessert that is the stuff dreams are made of, incredible pumpkin tiramisu, and this ridiculously fresh panna cotta.
Okay, so this is one recipe I really want to learn how to do. Like, I want to try it. So
Big bag, big bag, big bag, big bag. Yeah, my bag is loaded up with snacks and different foods. Squeeze into this tiny shirt, my big bag has no room. Big bag, big bag, big.
alright guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. What should we do next? Like, I need to come up with some ideas. And also, I use Vlogstar to do these reaction videos, and it has a lot of glitches, and so far it's the only like free app that I've been able to find that like does what I need it to do. So if you have any suggestions, please comment down below. Let me know which was your favorite, what was your favorite slide, and stay tuned for the next video. Bye.